Yo, what is going on, dudes? Hopefully everyone is doing okay. So welcome back to the channel. We're back with some Mod 2 stuff. So this time I thought we would talk about something that's fairly simple to get the hang of. It's something that you have to practice, obviously, and that is the pulling over to the side of the road, the angled start and the hill start. So during your Mod 2, you're going to get asked to pull over to the side of the road numerous times, just to see how safely you can pull over and how safely you can pull away. And then you're going to have to do a hill start, and then you're also going to have to do an angled start. So pulling over to the side of the road, it's fairly simple. All you're really doing is just stopping the bike. And then pulling away is exactly the same. All you're doing is you're just basically setting off on the bike. The main point of it is to make sure that you've got your observations and you're letting everybody know what you intend to do. So that's the point of pulling over and pulling away. The angled start is just to make sure that you can pull out from behind a parked car. You know, just in case you park up the bike and then you come back and somebody's parked right in front of you or whatever. You know, making sure you can get out. If you've done your Mod 1 stuff, it'll be an absolute piece of cake. And then the last one is the hill start. The hill start can be the trickiest out of the three, but once you learn the technique and how to do it, it's a breeze. So what we'll do is we'll go over pulling over to the side of the road first, and then pulling away. We'll do the angle start, and then I'll take you to a place that is quite steep to practice the hill start. You don't have to do it on a steep hill, because to be honest, when I did my Mod 2, I was totally unaware that I did a hill start. I didn't think I did one, and the examiner was like, yeah, you absolutely did one. I can't remember where he said it was, but I was like, oh my god, I didn't even know I did it. Because I've been practicing on hills that were that steep, you know, it was an absolute breeze. So pulling over to the side of the road, obviously don't pull over in front of someone's driveway, don't pull over in double yellow lines, that sort of thing. If he tells you to pull over, you don't have to do it straight away. Wait until there's a safe spot. While I'm looking for a nice quiet road, let's go over what it is you need to do. It's basically exactly the same as the stuff that I did in the position video. So if it asks you to pull over in a safe place, look for a safe place to pull over. Once you find it or see it, you would do mirror, mirror, left indicator. You do lifesaver to pull over to position 1, and then you pull up to a nice controlled stop. Once you stop, cancel your indicator. Like any time you have to stop the bike, make sure that you're in first gear by the time the bike is stopped. It's exactly the same when pulling away. He would say, when you're ready, move off. So you would do mirror, mirror, right lifesaver. This is providing it's clear, obviously. If you see that there's traffic coming up behind you, don't put your indicator on. Wait until it's clear. So you do mirror, mirror. Oh, there's traffic coming up. Just wait once the traffic's passed and you see your gap. Mirror, mirror, indicator, lifesaver, just to be sure. Pull out onto the road, into position 2. Cancel your indicator. So that's how you pull over, and that's how you pull away. Nice and simple. We're going to try and find somewhere nice and quiet. The problem is there's a lot of cars parked up at the moment because it's school time. The cars are absolutely everywhere. But let's pull over up here, okay? So he's asked us to pull over, so we'll go mirror, mirror, signal, lifesaver, pull over to position 1. Make sure that you're not parking in front of anybody's driveways. Come to a nice controlled stop. Make sure you're in first gear. Cancel your signal. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So I'm looking in my mirror just now. He's asked me to move off, okay? So I'm looking in my mirror. You don't necessarily have to do a left mirror check, but I do it anyway. So mirror, mirror, no more traffic. Right indicator, big lifesaver, pull out into position 2, cancel your signal. That's it. That's all there is to it. It is nice and simple. So for the angled start, it's exactly the same, except the examiner will ask you to pull up behind a specific parked vehicle. He will tell you what car to park behind. You know, he'll say park up here on the left behind, you know, red car, blue car, whatever it is that's up there. Obviously it depends. We'll do it here. I know that's not the way you're supposed to do it, but so just as you're about to stop, angle your bike, alright, just a wee bit, that's it. Angle your bike a tiny wee bit. Probably angle your bike just a slight bit more actually. I'm not angled far enough here, but even if you're not, it's not a hard manoeuvre. And pulling away is exactly the same. You do your mirrors, make sure it's clear. I can see cars coming around the corner, so we'll wait. This wasn't an ideal spot because we're right next to a junction. This is just to show you, you wouldn't get asked to do it like this on your test. So we're clear, so mirror, mirror, signal, big lifesaver. Pull out into the road, cancel your indicator, and then carry on. And that's the angled start. When he's going to ask you to do this stuff, it's going to be on a nice big stretch of road. You know, he's not going to ask you to do it in a tight spot like that. I just parked there because it was the first car that I saw. As you're pulling over to the side of the road, and that is your angled start. Nice, simple and easy manoeuvre. So we'll move on to the hill start. The hill start is an easy manoeuvre to do, as long as you learn to do it properly. Alright, there is a little trick that you can do, not necessarily a trick, but it's just how you use the brakes and the throttle and the clutch all together. You're basically using everything at the same time, and it makes pulling away on a hill super easy. I'm not going to go to the bit where we actually trained on because it is actually right next to a school, so it's going to be absolutely busy. So I'll take you to another bit which I personally practiced at when I was on my 125, and it's not quite as steep, but it is still quite a steep hill, and once you can do it on a fairly steep hill, you'll be able to do it on your Mod 2 test. Absolutely no problem. It's definitely a good technique to learn. It's like learning how to do your slow control and slow movement. You know, it comes in handy for moving through slow traffic and whatever. And the hill start's exactly the same. You know, if you come up to a busy roundabout and you have to stop, and the roundabout or the lane you're in has a slight incline on it, which a lot of roundabouts do, certainly in the area where I stay. You know, if you're unable to do a hill start, you might struggle getting onto the roundabout, you know. So learning how to get the hill start is an absolute must. But like I said, once you learn the technique, it is simple. It's similar to the way you do it in a car. If you have a car license, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'll explain the principle of it. So basically, what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to hold the bike with the brakes. In a car, the way you do it in a car is you would let the car sit with the handbrake on. Obviously we can't do that on a bike, we don't have a handbrake. So in that case, we would use the rear brake. Alright, so you would have your foot on the rear brake, and that would hold the bike and stop it from rolling down the hill. So your foot's on the rear brake, your left foot is on the ground. What you're wanting to do is you're wanting to let out the clutch to the biting point, add a little bit of acceleration. You feel the bike wanting to pull forward. When you feel that, you slowly lift your foot off the back brake while letting out the clutch and applying more of the throttle, and that'll pull the bike up the hill. So it's nice and simple. So we'll go along to this little steep hill that I know, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So as you can see, this is quite a steep hill. Alright, it is quite steep. Now, one thing that I did when I was learning, or once I'd learned how to do them and once I was practicing them on my 125, what I'd do is I would get the hill start started and I'd move a metre or so, you know, just a little bit, and then pull the clutch back in and then back on the brakes, just so you're getting used to that feeling. Alright, so what you want to do is first gear, obviously. Right foot is on the back brake, left foot is on the ground. I'll wait until all the cars have passed here because I don't want to give them the false impression that I'm moving. You can feel the biting point more in a car because a car will actually, it'll try and move. With a bike, it's a little bit more subtle. You want your right foot on the back brake, biting point, and you're wanting probably about that much. Alright, and then if you put it all together, alright, and then slowly lift your foot off the back brake, the bike will go up the hill. Alright, so just practice that. Alright, so right foot on the back brake, get the biting point, a little bit of throttle, off with the back brake, and the bike will go. So that's the technique, that's what it is you have to do. Alright, so find somewhere that's not necessarily as steep as this, because this is a really steep hill, and just practice it. Just start, move about a metre or so, stop, move a metre or so, stop, providing you've got enough room in front of you, obviously. And then what you need to do is you need to practice it pulling out and going on to the road. So we'll do that just now. So obviously the thing you have to remember is when you're pulling out onto the road, you don't have as much time to do it because there could be cars coming around the corner or whatever. If you're just practicing it going forward a metre or so, you've got as much time in the world. Alright, so make sure that you're absolutely clear behind you. So we are clear, going to signal, big lifesaver, everything at the same time, lifesaver before we move out, and we're out. Cancel indicator, and then away you go. So it is a fairly simple technique to learn, and it's one of those techniques that once you learn it, it's priceless, you know, because you will come across times when you're on your bike where you have to stop and you're on maybe a slight incline or whatever. We're going to put everything into practice all at once. Alright, so we're going to pull up behind the silver car. I'm going to wait until I'm past this junction, mirror, mirror, signal, left lifesaver, pull over to the side of the road. We're parked behind that nice Tesla there. I didn't go into first though, the bike went into neutral, my bad. Cancel your indicator. Alright, so we're already in first. We can see that there's nothing coming. Mirror, mirror, indicator, big lifesaver, out into the road, cancel your indicator. Nice and simple. So those three things are something that you're going to get on your test. One that's probably going to need the most going over will be the hill start, just till you get that little technique done. But like I said, don't start on a steep hill like that. Just start on a very, very shallow incline, even just on a flat piece of road. Just get used to holding the bike with a little bit of throttle and the biting point, you know, just get used to holding it with the back brake and then apply that on an incline, and then as you get better at it you can go into steeper inclines. I mean, you don't have to go too drastic, but a little bit of practice and you'll be good. Anyway, this is a much shorter video than normal, but it's something that you will need to go over with your instructor and put into a wee bit of practice before test day. So pulling over, angle start and hill start. So you'll probably get asked to pull over, I reckon, about 4 or 5 times, and those 4 or 5 times will include both the angle start and the hill start. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate every single one of your likes, and of course if you want to see all of my videos, click on that subscribe button and ring the bell while you're there. That way you'll get notified every time I upload a video. But until next time, guys, stay safe, ride safe, take it easy.